Hey, it's Tuesday, September 25th, 2018. I'm John Knox. I'm here in Tucson. And the reason why I'm here in Tucson is a sign like that and thousands more that were posted all around Tucson for the last decade by Chris Haskell. He made so many different signs and so many different designs, and he put them all over the city that eventually the city and the state decided he was a problem. And they fabricated charges against him of simulated biological terrorism. Now, we have an interview coming out very soon that's going to give you all the details of how all this happened. But right now, the most important thing for you to know is Chris signed a plea bargain agreement about 3 or 4 days ago. And the way the plea bargain agreement down here works, as I understand it, is you agree to participate and they will tell you what the terms are when you show up in court about a month later. They'll give you kind of a Chinese menu of parameters when you sign, but after that, what the judge is actually going to choose is up to her on the day that Chris comes back in court. Okay, so Chris has to come back into court October 22nd. So what we want to do is we want to have an outpouring of support for Chris through emails and through handwritten notes sent by postal service. So here's the email address first. WeAreAllChrisHaskell at yahoo.com. WeAreAllChrisHaskell at yahoo.com. Now, I'm an older guy. I tend to like handwritten notes. I think in the year 2018, if someone even writes a couple of lines on a piece of paper, that's going to carry more weight with the judge, in my opinion. So here's the postal address if you'll handwrite a note. It doesn't have to be War and Peace. Just support Chris's environmentalist activities. I'm saying that word because that's how the court sees Chris, as an environmentalist. Okay, postal address, Chris Haskell, 5849 East Burn Street, Tucson, Arizona, 85711. All right? Now, we've got until October 12th to get the weight of the emails and the handwritten notes here to Tucson. They will come to Chris. He will take them to his attorney. They will bundle the presentation, and that goes to the judge. She has to see this before she decides on October 22nd what his fate is going to be. The concern that I've got is they're going to restrict Chris from doing signs like this in the future. If it goes beyond the probation period, then I personally feel there's a big problem with the First Amendment rights happening. But that's going to be revealed October 22nd. So once again, the thing about being an activist, the common sense thing about being an activist, if you can dedicate your life to being on the street and doing this, eventually you need money. It's just the nature of the situation. And both Chris and I, of course, could use donations, but right now, what I want you to do is take a look in the description notes down below, in that box below every YouTube video, and you're going to find his PayPal address. Please, if you can, send him a donation. If you're able to do that and you're not able to come out on the street, the least you could do is give him some support. However, if that's not possible, please send the emails or the handwritten notes. Because the common sense of the situation says if the judge gets an outpouring of good, genuine, honest support for Chris, she's going to look in a little more lenient way on his sentencing. All right? Now, when you cultivate your common sense, I promise you, you'll find more and more and more reasons to stay curious.